Hi folks, this is Dan at Dan's Retirement Journey. We're Philippines bound. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's been a while since I've done an update live, and so I'm here in the fabulous 700 square foot apartment that Minnie and I now live in. And I had a couple thoughts I wanted to share with you about the experience of selling the house in Sacramento, California, and then building the house from Sacramento in the city of Baybay City. Now, why the city of Baybay City? One is because it's the hometown of my wife. It's the provincial city that she grew up in. And so she's very familiar with it. And when you're familiar with things and how they operate, it's a benefit to everyone. And I've been there several times. It just happened to be a community that I felt like I fit into, and was a pleasant place to make home base and to build a house and to enjoy those retirement years. Hey, by the way, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and help myself to a little libation. I don't know if you guys remember these from the Philippines, but this is Nescafe. This is a 3-in-1 packet. And if you don't like the sugar in your coffee, this is the instant coffee, the Nescafe 2-in-1 pack. I combined the 2-in-1 with the 3-in-1 into 1 cup with about 12 ounces of water, and that makes for me a perfect cup of coffee. So anyway, I'm just going to pour that in here. No, this isn't going to be a cooking video. And now I'm going to go ahead and pour myself some hot water in here out of the kettle. Oh, you guys hear that? Oh man, that's lovely. You know that's going to be a great cup of coffee. Well, today, like I said, I want to talk about the sale of the house in Sacramento. That turned out to be a pretty time-consuming thing because we had like 3 deals. The first 2 fell through, and then the third deal went through. And it just so happens that on the third deal, the bid was for the most money, and so we got 3 bids in a row. And the first 2 were pretty adequate. You know, they were fine. I accepted them. But when the third deal came along, after the first 2 fell out of escrow, you know, I knew it was going to be payday for us. Now, as most of you know, the real estate market in California is absolutely going nuts. I don't even understand it. See, now whether there's going to be a drop in the real estate market in the state of California in particular coming soon, I'm not so sure. Okay, let's move on. So that's done, and so that gives us the money to finish the house in Baybay City. It's very, very close to being finished. The event, that'll take care of getting those bought and installed, and it should take care of the hot water for the showers. As many of you know, they use Insta-Hots. So why move to the Philippines? That's the question. Well, because you want to enjoy your retirement. You don't have to worry about money. And if you're on a fixed income, then you have to figure out ways in order to get that money to go as far as it can go. We would have done okay staying here in the United States, not necessarily California, but some of my friends have reminded me that fleeing the United States, they use the word fleeing, it's not my word. I use the word transplant. I just wanted to enjoy my retirement and not have to worry about money. But quite frankly, there are plenty of places I could have lived in the United States where my monthly budget would not have been stressed. And one of those places, of course, would have been where New Yorkers flee to, or actually they have an obligation to retire to when they're all done with their working lives, and that is the state of Florida. Started asking ourselves, you know, during this retirement period, you know, what kind of life would we like to lead? You know, is it one of comfort and enjoyment and travel? I mean, working here in the United States, I mean, you folks know you have to work hard, and you're always thinking about, oh, I must earn in order to survive in this U.S. economy. I'm going to take a breath right now. I think I need to take a sip of this refreshing and delicious Nescafe coffee. 2-in-1 and 3-in-1 combined makes a great cup of coffee. Mm. Man, that's delicious. You guys got to try it. You can get this stuff through Amazon. That's where I ordered it for. All right, so we covered that. Yes, it's been an exciting adventure building the house in the Philippines, and it most likely cost me a little bit more money than I was intending for it to cost. But truth be told, construction materials are going crazy in the Philippines. They're starting to settle down now the same way they are here in the United States. And so, it was an interesting journey getting a house built. But as you can see by the previous video, it's coming along. They're doing the electrical work right now. It'll be furnished. I know the carpenter is starting to work on the cabinetry in the kitchen. But all right, another thing I want to talk about. I hope I'm not going too quickly, or it's too boring of a vlog. But I might split it up into two. I won't be spending the amount of money that I am bringing in every month in the Philippines. One reason why I won't be doing it that way is because I have to worry about Minnie is 20 years younger than I am. You can't spend all that, because what you have to do is you have to plan ahead and make sure that you grow that money that's coming in there so that Minnie can have also an enjoyable life from the time that we retire until she moves on or leaves this planet. And so that's what you have to think about. So although that I'll have money coming in, that should allow us in any case to travel around the Philippines and also to see other countries. I have to be cognizant. I have to be thinking all the time about making sure that we save some of that money for Minnie's future. And that's the reality of it. All right, what's next? Oh, health insurance. All right, let's touch on that briefly. Health insurance. The other part of this is that money has to be dedicated towards that rainy day fund, and that is when something goes wrong, either health-wise or household-wise, for either you or members in your family circle. So you have to, number one, put the PhilHealth in place. That's number one if you're entitled to it because you are Filipino, or you have met the requirements for PhilHealth if you're an expat, and that would mean probably getting a residency card, something like that. But you also have to have private insurance that integrates really well with other health insurance that you may have, including PhilHealth. That takes a little bit of time to research. And so there are bloggers out there, that talk about the insurance, but not necessarily how you integrate it with Medicare and other insurance that you may have. Well, I'm not saying you can integrate it with Medicare, but there is a movement by Filipino nurses out there that Medicare should have a portability component to it. And so that's gaining speed as more and more of the Filipino nurses that came over here early on are reaching retirement age. A lot of them want to go back to the Philippines. And when they want to go back there, they don't want to waste the premium money that they're spending on Medicare. So that would mean that they'd either have to come back to the United States to source out their medical, or if they could convince Congress or Medicare to add a portability feature to it, then that would be a good thing for everybody, because Medicare would save money by you accessing health care overseas, because in a lot of cases it's not even 1/3 the cost of accessing medical care overseas than it is the United States. So you see, they are from what I understand, they are seriously considering doing that. All right, let's move on to my next subject. What is that? Oh, while I'm at it, I want to thank brother-in-law's Coach Mavs for taking his time to do the videos, and also to Jill for managing the budget on the building of the home. Both of them that have done excellent work in their appointed tasks. Yeah, I probably have gone too long in this video. I would say that you could look forward to getting to know me and Minnie a little bit more. And before I leave, I just wanted to thank you once again for subscribing. And I realize that what you're looking for is the complete dream. The journey is fun, but once we get on that plane and head over to the Philippines, that'll be a lot more fun to watch, because then you're going to get an idea of how we have moved from dream to reality. This is Dan on the one-on-one. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Okay.